Hey, happy Tuesday and welcome back to the Janak News Network. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, last day of March. Today on the Janak News Network, I'm going to be reading One Big Story by Treywick's Homeroom. I'll read the others in the coming days as well. Once upon a time, there was this teacher who taught a class who were normal kids. But there were rumors about this teacher. His name was Mr. Janak. One rumor was that Mr. Janak wasn't actually smart and that he just stole the intelligence from a teacher. Nobody knew why these rumors were out there, but it was pretty strange that these students thought a teacher would do these shenanigans. But one kid figured out why the rumors were out there. This kid was named Lucian. He saw Mr. Janak shaking hands with other teachers, and Lucian saw something come out of Mr. Janak's foot. It was this type of wavy redness, and every time he shook a hand, it would come out. Lucian went back to class and told his friends. They thought he was crazy, but Lucian showed them. They were shocked. They kept following Mr. Janak, and he had this kind of snicker, so they knew he was getting into trouble. One of Lucian's friends, named Orion, said, "We have to tell our other classmates what he's been doing." Lucian's other friend Artemis said, We can't. They'll think we're full of baloney." So the kids didn't know what to do but find Mr. Janak's secret and why he's doing this. Orion and Lucian told everybody in their class that Mr. Janak had been doing. Then all the kids in the class told all the teachers. Then Mr. Janak got fired. Also, he went to prison. What the kids didn't think of was Mr. Janak was taking intelligence from other teachers. So he had to have some kind of high IQ of 130, 140. Mr. Janak is so smart that he could break out of prison. Mr. Janak is in his cell and he looks everywhere to find something. Meanwhile, the kids at school are getting taught by Miss Rader, who used to be in Mr. Janak's class. Artemis had a bad feeling. Lucian asked Artemis why he had a bad feeling. "I feel like Mr. Janak is going to break out of prison." "Why do you think that?" Lucian said. "His intelligence." Orion says, joining in, "I had that same feeling." Artemis, Orion, and Lucian were the smartest in the class, so they knew they were correct. Back at the prison, Mr. Janak dug a hole in the wall with a pickaxe. The pickaxe came from him. His old job was being a stonesmith, and he was an expert. So he took wood and iron from his bed and made it. But that hole wasn't for him to break out. It was a distraction. He had also dug a hole under his bed. Then he broke out. Then Mr. Janak got a job and a tuxedo, so when he meets people, he shakes their hand and gets smarter, and then he robs a bank. He is now a billionaire and has a mansion. He is now hiding in plain sight. During the weekend, Artemis and Orion go to Lucian's house. They call the cops. Instead of taking him to prison, they ask them to take Ryan to an asylum. That's right, Ryan, Janak's first name. Now the police had taken their most intelligent officers and soldiers. They took Ryan down and took him to the asylum. The next day, Ryan woke up in the asylum meeting new friends named Stink and Robot. They all liked to play chess, loved math, and loved watching sports. Then it was lunchtime. It was raw salmon and uncooked beans. Ryan was going to make an escape plan. He had to steal the keys to all the doors and sneakily escape. During the night, he told the plan to Stink and Robot and said if they were let me reread that part. During the night, he told the plan to Stink and Robot and said if they were in, and they said yes. After Ryan told the plan to Stink and Robot, they ran to the janitor's room, got the keys, and sneakily escaped. They hijacked a car and left to Ryan's mansion. Ryan never did this trouble ever again, and everybody lived happily ever after. So that's one big story written by Miss Treywick's homeroom. The others are coming soon. I like the part about how smart Mr. Janak is. That's good details.